Hi friends, Sam here with Happily Hooked. So today I'm showing you guys how to do a chain 3 magic ring. So I know that magic rings are really tricky and some people have a hard time remembering how to do it when they're not watching the video specifically every time. So I'm going to show you a little tip when doing like a chain 3 or a chain 2 to start the circle for like the top of your beanie or your coaster or whatever you're working on, and how to make it so that the hole actually closes up just like it would in a magic ring. So there's a little trick with how you hold your yarn for that, and I'm going to show it to you. So I'm going to grab my yarn and my hook and I'll be with you in just a second. Hi friends, when you look in the description below this video, there's going to be a link there that contains free patterns. Make sure you click that, check it out, and I'm so excited to see how you make them. Bye guys. Okay, so like I said, today I'm showing you guys how to do the chain 3 to start your circles. So a lot of people they struggle with the magic ring, and I have a tutorial for that. And I understand it's tricky and it's hard to remember how to do it when you're not watching the video, and sometimes you just don't have access to be able to watch it right at that very second. So you can do a chain 3 or a chain 2 to start your circles. It's super easy and I'll show you guys how to do that. A lot of people don't like it because you can't tighten your circle very easily, but I have a trick for that. So normally when you start your yarn off, oh look, there's a little heart. When you start your yarn to do a slip knot, you have your tail here, and when you pull it through, you pull on the yarn that you're working with. So your tail stays the same and you pull on the yarn that you're working with to tighten it around your hook, right? So what I do is I make it to where my tail is what I'm pulling on. So instead of holding my tail in this hand when I make my slip knot, I leave my tail out and I hold my working yarn in my hand and I make my slip knot with my tail. And that's how I do a lot of my projects anyway, but I use it to where I can pull on my tail to tighten that. So when I do my chain, so we're gonna do a chain 3 because I'm gonna do some double crochets. And so we've got our 2 for our double crochet, and then we have that bottom stitch that we're gonna work into. And this would be our magic ring, quote unquote, without having to make a magic ring. So we're just gonna put a bunch of double crochets in there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then when we pull on our tail now, we can cinch that closed. So I'm going to slip stitch these together to make our ring. And we can take our tail now and pull it really, really tight and close that circle. So now the circle is closed just like if you were using a magic ring. So it's super easy. Another fun way to be able to make top-down beanies or coasters or face scrubbies or whatever you're wanting to make with it without having that big old circle in the middle that you normally would from doing a chain 3. This also works with chain 2s to do single crochets or half double crochets. That's totally fine. You can still use the same method, but just make sure when you're making your slip knot, you're not using your tail to make it. You're using your working yarn so your tail can be what you pull tight. So it's just the slip knot that you're changing. Nothing else is going to change, but it lets you close up that magic ring so you can use it without having to sew that hole closed. So I hope this helps. I know this wasn't a super duper long video, but a bunch of you guys had asked about it or were struggling with the magic ring or the magic circle. And I really appreciate you guys asking about it. I know it seems super simple for some people, but it's just tricky, and having somebody else show you how to do it can always help out. So I hope you guys like this video, and if you have any questions, leave those in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!